And we are live. Sunday Night with Those Guys, and Sunday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by
Those Guys. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How are you, Herman?
How's it going?
Phantom Flight 101. How are you, brother?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Shout out to Big Matt, Crypto Man, Mr. J's, RC's. Who was here earlier? Jack Rabbit, Fly Zone, Sal Mack from Italy. Ray Kelly was in here earlier.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I saw a couple of those guys in there. Captain Ray and Fly Zone and Big Matt. Hey, what's good, Matt?
Matt said he got even his milk and cookies. He's ready to check out the stream.
Okay.
And happy Sunday to all of you. Dungency is controllers. Good move. Good move.
Wait, what's up?
Chin Dynasty, we saw your message earlier. Congratulations. We're glad you received a shirt.
Well, he said something on Wednesday. I think he sent me a message.
Okay.
He left a message on the stream.
All right. Well, anyway, what's up, Herman, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. You know, I'm hanging in there. I can't complain. I'm real busy. I'm so busy I can't even do videos.
Well, I haven't been inspired as of lately, but I have some footage I'm ready to look at this week coming up. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how it turns out.
Well, I mean, I have to get out.
Well, yeah, there's some projects that we need to do. Yeah.
But, well, you know, some of them I have already, but I just haven't been able to get on them because I'm so busy.
Yeah, I get it. That is often the issue. You know, Crypto Man, you have a valid point. I need to get a backup radio. I'm still using my QX7 with the 1 watt TBS Crossfire. They don't make them anymore. They've dumbed them down with software.
Right.
So you cannot get a 1 watt. What's up, Corey? How are you? That's my boy Corey from Rochdale Village. Drone Views Media. Good evening, SJM Drone.
Drone Views. What's up, man?
It's very warm here today across the pond. Good. You guys have some more warm weather coming your way because this week it's going to be hot here, and our weather usually gets to you guys maybe in about 3 days.
What are you talking about?
SJM Drones Media was saying that the weather is very warm today across the pond. That's over in Europe, the UK. Max Air, what's good, man? How are you? Hope all is well.
Okay.
I want to make an announcement, Herman, and this goes to anybody who is in the New York City tri-state area. I've been trying to put the word out there. No, it's nothing bad. I've been trying to put the word out there that I want to do a one-shot video. So I need drone pilots. Well, I need directors and I need people. The directors, all you have to know how to do is operate a radio and cue people when to start and when to stop, and that's it. But I'm trying to get together a crew of directors, Herman. Because a two-man crew, if you and I were to do it, you would have to be probably for what I want to do, you would probably have to be in a golf cart to make the rounds and everything. But if anyone's interested, I need to find out because I would like to try and shoot for by the end of the summer, like late August, going into September, to shoot this one-shot video. But I need people, I need directors. I'll probably have to invest in a bunch of radios, you know, so we can communicate with the directors and stuff like that. But anyway, Mr. J's RC, what's good? No, we're not going to have any moderators in here anymore. This way, everyone is equal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I see too many live streams where those Russian sex bots come in and everybody's a moderator, and people are going high to the sex bot robot with the BS link and all of that. I'm like, come on, you guys are moderators. You're supposed to look out for that stuff.
Uh-huh.
But what's good with you?
Me, I told
Hey,
you,
Chris.
I've just been busy doing my drone thing, doing business and some legal work, and I've been flying. You know, like I said, I haven't been able to put the videos together and stuff. You know, I've been flying.
Hey, drone visuals.
I don't know if you can see it or not. It's up there. The Mini 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah. I can see her up there. All you got to look up there is for the frog.
Yeah, she's in the back.
Yeah, she's almost as tall as your. It's strange because I'm looking at the screen and it shows the Mini, and then it showed the Mini 3, and then it showed the Mavic 3, and from this angle, the Mini 3, which I know is not, looks almost as tall as the Mavic 3.
Okay.
I was noticing that on the screen, at least the angle that you have. JC Flying John, how are you? Anyway, happy Sunday to you guys.
Now, if I didn't raise the Mini 3 up, do you think you would see it behind the Mini 2?
No,
Okay.
probably not. Yeah, probably not. Anyway, weather's good here in New York City. It is currently, at least where I am at in New York, it's currently 76 degrees. It feels like 81. But this week it's supposed to hit the 90s, Herman.
Pretty good.
Mr. J's RC, can
80.
I buy my way to be a mod? Dude. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat, but we cannot. Bribery, unfortunately, does not work, but we appreciate it whatever ever so much. And
Well, it's 80 degrees, and they say the real field is 81 degrees. I don't know how they can determine the difference.
how it really feels, as opposed to right, they got somebody out there. You say it's 70, but it feels more like 87.
Well, no, I'm saying that it says that it's 80 degrees and the real feel is 81. How do you determine that 1 degree of temperature?
What it really feels like. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. No, Mr. J's RC, that's not a problem, man. Not a problem. I report Terrorista on them, spam accounts. I go into live streams looking for spammers.
Really?
I do. I want to be the first one to hit it. They say, damn, somebody got it quick. Yep, that was me. That was me. Because lately YouTube has been getting hit.
International moderator?
But YouTube has been getting hit. Can you buy a half token with it? YouTube has been getting hit with Russian bots, sex bots, they call them. But
Really?
they only send you to Russian porn sites,
So
supposedly.
How do they know, one, that they're Russian? And how do they know that these bots are sex bots? And
No, that's just what they call them.
And what's the difference between a regular bot and a sex bot?
Oh, the sex bots are just strictly porn. Strictly porn. A bot can send you anything. You can get anything. It nukes the account if it's reported as such. Yes, this is true also. If you report it as pornography and as soon as they check it, that account is dead. So you have people creating thousands upon thousands of fucking bot names and accounts on YouTube just so they can do malicious stuff.
Okay. I know there's all kind of crazy things out there. I didn't know they had robots.
Well, see, they know that most of America are pervs. So all you have to do is say sex.
Is that how it goes?
Sex, girl, boy, and it's you know,
click on it.
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, at least this is what these things are what I'm told. Cheers, Mr. J's RC. I'm sipping on the hood. Let's do a drop in a shot. Jim
Oh,
Beam and honey. Hold on a second.
here we go.
J's RC said, well, I've been sipping since we started shit. But cheers, my brothers. I'm sipping on some Jim Beam honey. Don't knock till you tried, homeboys. Sunday nights with those guys is sponsored by Sunday nights dropping a shot is sponsored by those guys.
That's how trouble gets started.
Thank you for reminding me, Mr. J's RC. Well, anyway, it's 5:10 here in New York. Today's the 10th of July, 2022. I was telling you earlier, I met a gentleman while I was out flying, and I found out that he lives a few blocks from me, and he also owns a Mini. So I let him put the goggles on, right? And I did a little line of sight. I didn't do any flying line of sight because since I learned how to fly with the goggles on, I can't fly line of sight no more. But I can do hover tests, and I can climb up in the air and bring it down controlled. I was doing stuff like that with the goggles on, showing him, and hopefully he comes and checks out the live stream this afternoon, or he checks out a few videos because I did let him.
So you can't fly line of sight?
Not anymore. Not anymore. I try not in acro, at least not in acro. Crypto Man says he's got his drone up. In good day in Massachusetts. I know it should be pretty warm up there. I got my M3 up twice today, testing out the RC. You got the new controller, the RC controller. Okay. Wait, was that for mods? Is Mods for letting spam come in, or was Lawrence watching Russian porn videos before the show? Max is funny.
What
happened?
I can't put my Maverick 3 on that controller.
Well, that's because you already had the smart controller, but coming from some no, you wouldn't do it anyway. You wouldn't do it anyway.
That's not why. I flying that drone.
Yeah.
In areas there's a freeze.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had some little issues. It's all right, but it's the controller.
Yeah.
She's very directional. We know that. We know that.
Yes.
But if you have trees in the area, it could present a problem.
So you're suggesting to fly it in open, clear areas. Okay, Gary, we can start the stream now. Sunday Nights with Those Guys is sponsored by those guys. Really? Gary's here. We just restarted.
Okay.
We just hit the reset.
What's up, Gary? No, but it's a nice controller. I like it. I mean, it's, it's fun. It's funny is that you talk about that controller, but it's like half the weight of the RC Pro.
It is so light. My FPV, my FPV radio is heavier than that radio. It's a really, really light radio.
It's around here somewhere.
JC's, well, they don't allow any drone flight in Cuba. JC says if you take a drone to Cuba, you won't see it. Yeah, you're right. They'll take it and keep it. People are told, don't even, huh?
Who are all those people in the videos flying those drones over in Cuba? Who are those
are the
guys?
people that are flying the new drones that they took from the visitors coming in?
Who are those people who made that drone? There was a video I saw. These guys in Cuba, they made a drone, and they made it out of parts and stuff that they could gather, and they did it. They made a drone.
Okay, here we go. Jim's droning. Lawrence, can you restart again? Sunday nights with those guys is sponsored by those guys. There's your reset.
You'll be starting all night.
I know, I
Oh,
know,
go on
I
YouTube.
know. I'd have to.
Just go on
Maddie's
YouTube.
drone world. What's good, man? Hope all is well with you. Anyway, Herman, I finally have
Put the envelope in your pocket when you're coming in with the drone.
I finally have an FPV bird that I can fly at night. I just need to do some night runs now. Well, hey, Tony, what's good? Good quadcopters
This
and
is
tech.
right.
Yes, yes. That's the one with the blue neon, with the blue lights all around it.
You can see it from 6 blocks away.
Yeah, yeah.
You just don't know if the camera that's
You don't
capturing
know what it is. What happened?
just don't know if the camera that's capturing the footage can capture anything.
Well, see, I'm going to have to go out with my GoPro and see what kind of settings I have to adjust it to be able to see at night. And I'm going to take the GoPro 5 out because if I smash that up, I don't mind. I don't want to smash up my GoPro 7, my Hero 7. Because if I smash up the 5, it'll be an excuse. Look at the back of this one. You see that right there?
Yeah.
I actually have a piece of tape over it, clear cellophane tape over it.
Together?
Keeping it together. Yes. And when this screen dies, I'll finally.
Isn't there a guy in the mall that can fix that?
No, it's not worth
A
it.
guy like that in all the malls.
It's not worth it because it's only a Hero 5 and its best resolution is 2.7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't give a shit. That's for like low resolution flying. But my Hero 7 that I have.
What is the screen good for?
The screen, I can adjust the settings and stuff. I can mess with it manually. That's why I put the tape over it. Hey, Tammy Jean, what's good? How are you? Oh, someone was just coming in the door. I was just looking.
You can see
the screen. Yes. Yeah, the screen. Yeah. Believe it or not, yes, you can. Hold on. See? Hold on, I'll tell you. See? Yeah, you can see the screen and everything. I can hit the menus, all of that stuff. Everything comes up. 4K. Hold on. This does correct. I lied. This does shoot in 4K. Well, the 4K sucks. That's all I'm going to say. The 4K does suck. GoPro, turn off. That's why I use the 2.7. The 2.7K on the Hero 5. What'd you say?
What is it? 4K, however many frames the camera wants to do per second?
It's 4K at 30, but to be honest, the 2.7 at 30 looks better than the 4K at 30 on the Hero 5. That's what it is.
I hear you.
They were first introducing 4K back then. What's up, Aviano, Rob C? How are you, man? Happy Sunday to you. Tammy Jean, thanks for coming in. And see, I didn't have to take a nap to check out the show.
What's good, baby? What happened?
I didn't have to take a nap to check out her show this Thursday.
Oh.
After the show went off, I was out. I was out like a baby sucking my thumb. That's it. But it was a good stream. Glad to be there. Adrian Mateo, how are you, brother? Peace and blessings to you.
What happened?
It's Sunday. Yeah, we're back at it. Sunday nights with those guys. We got a little bit of news. We got I have some video footage to show you guys that should be pretty interesting. Right now, and maybe I didn't, and this is weird because we're going through something with a family member who has cancer, but I found a story that in the UK they are using drones. This drone right here, let me share it first so you guys can see what it is. This is the most colorful drone I've seen.
You turned on share?
Yes. But this in the UK, this particular drone right here delivers chemo medicine for radiation for cancer patients. And I thought it would be a good story because it's interesting. This particular drone, Britain's health service, I guess NHS, they don't go to say what it stands for,
Mhm.
but says that its cancer patients will be the first to benefit from chemotherapy
Mhm.
medicine being delivered by drones. Now, the major problem with delivering chemotherapy medicine is they don't store it in every hospital. So hospitals have to go to other hospitals to get it. Now, the problem with certain chemo medicines is the transportation time. Once you take it out of a freezer or wherever you're storing it, it has to be used within a certain time. So Britain has put together this drone. There's some drone that delivers chemo medicine. Um, they tried to do it back in 2021, and they're about to make their first flights in the next few weeks coming up.
Mhm.
Also, they go to say that they're actually cutting time down from 4 hours to 30 minutes,
Mhm.
being that a lot of this medicine is it degrades once you take it out of storage, and during transportation it's also very fragile. They say chemo will be flown directly from the pharmacy in Portsmouth Hospital University NHS to St. Mary's Hospital, where the staff will collect it before distributing it to the hospital teams and patients.
Mhm.
So a lot of the people that started this particular company, they're called Appian. They were started actually by a bunch of this chemo and drone delivery business was started by a bunch of doctors in training, and they claim here ex-Googlers. So they put a company together to say, hey, we need to be able to deliver this stuff a lot quicker. And hey, Gary, what's up? Um, I thought it was a decent story that they're
Well,
specific. Go ahead.
well, the story, or the whole idea, basically what they want to do is very similar to, I would first say what Dr. Gwynn did over at Wakeman in Carolina with UPS and MatterNet, but it's more so like what's going on with Zipline in Nigeria, because
Mm-hmm.
this company is going to be moving specifically, the chemotherapy
Medications,
medication
right.
to
Right.
a distribution center,
Mm-hmm.
just like, Zipline is doing in Nigeria, moving, stuff to a distribution center to where these things can be sent to different hospitals. But this is a good story of, drones doing good.
I guess that's
Talk
kind
about a
of the
few
theme.
things. We talk about these type of stories all the time, and it's funny that this test that they're gonna. It's basically a trial basis. It's a test. It's gonna be starting on the Isles of Wight, which is in the same area where a lot of these drone operations are taking
That
place.
we've been doing stories on.
Because if this is in the UK, right,
Mm-hmm.
and it's near London, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not too far from Luxembourg
And
and
all these areas where they
those
have,
areas where a lot of these operations are taking place in the UK.
right.
Right there, it's right there near the was at the English Channel.
Yeah, or the Toms River, all of that's in one general area, 100% right. But the fact that actual doctors said, well, see, the problem is the main meat of the story is it takes them. Okay, here it is. Yeah, I'll read this paragraph. I don't like reading for word, but um, using the drones cuts to 4 hours down to 30 minutes. And they say, considering this is a great achievement, chemotherapy doses have a short shelf life. Hence, they're difficult to transport. Right. Once you adjust, you take it out of the freezer and that temperature drops or whatever it is, and you figure, well, keep it at the same temperature. The temperature never stays the same once you take it out of a refrigerator. Also, in addition, they say each delivery will replace at least 2 car journeys, 1 hovercraft, and a ferry.
Well, depending on the packing, not necessarily true. On the
Yeah, I've gotten steaks from Omaha. I know the deal. Frozen.
and it
Yeah,
can actually be colder.
yeah, yeah.
But there's like I said, it's all about cutting down time.
Right. Exactly.
And they I guess they have a need for it.
Hey, Marcel.
And this is where the drone comes in. And basically, once again, here we go talking about logistics. This is a trial. So they're gonna use this, to gain knowledge and to see how more, they can push this and see where they can go with it. Because they, like you mentioned before, they actually just made an announcement that this is a program they were trying to kick off
Mm-hmm.
since 2021.
Right.
There's been a lot of delays with the program and being able to do it. So I don't know. They finally got it done, and they get done now. So
Right. All right. It. Did you find a fix? I don't know what they're talking about in the chat because when I do the story, I usually have
fix for
another
who?
window.
What?
I don't know.
Did
I don't know.
What happened? Who's looking for a fix?
Well, when you say that in New York, that sounds like you're looking for
And
drugs.
look, see who it is.
I'm like, hold on, we do not promote any of that stuff on those guys.
Look at who it is. Of course.
JC John, you guys don't know. He tries to play like he's a country bumpkin. That dude is from Brooklyn. He may have left Brooklyn, but the Brooklyn didn't leave him. Right? What's up, Mike? Welcome back, Fly Zone. Huh?
So I got issues.
You said John got issues?
Yeah, he plays Mr. Nice Guy.
I know.
Hang out with him.
We
Talk.
got to hang out with JC down in Florida. That was cool. After a couple of the events, we stood out that night. We was out in the parking lot, just
Yeah.
hanging out, flying and talking. That was good. That was funny. I had a good time. I had more fun, believe it or not, hanging out in front of the hotel. Well, no, I had fun at the meetup too. I must admit, and I know I had fun the whole weekend. I cannot say I had the most fun was in front of the most fun in front of the hotel, but I had fun the whole weekend. That's all I could say.
It was all good.
Yes, definitely.
I was at the hotel, hanging out in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. And
Hanging
then there
out
were so many different groups
in the
flying.
dining area.
I'm just upset that there were just so many different groups flying that people were passing, and there was just so much going on that weekend. You would have needed a week to get to fly with everybody and hang out with everybody. Because after we were leaving the hotel, remember other guys were going elsewhere.
Mhm.
Some guys were like I think Ron Brown, he was taking a trip somewhere else. Excuse
Well,
me.
see, with me, when I was down, I told a friend of mine that,
Steve.
yeah, my friend Steve, I told him, I was coming down there. He left New York. Wow, I want to say maybe, man, like maybe 15, 20 years ago, and I hadn't seen him in a minute, so he wanted to meet up with me when I came down there.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for him to come. He drove 2 hours from his house to come hang out.
I remember because I left with Drone Worship, and we broke out, and you had said just let's send a pin and we'll catch up to you, which you guys did. I call myself flying freestyle, but I did go there with the intention of not purposely breaking a drone, but I knew I was going to try something that I've never done before, which might result in breaking the drone, which is what happened. I tried doing some freestyle and I broke a drone. I still haven't repaired it because I've been turning everything digital. So when I repair it, she'll come back digital.
Really?
Yeah, I have to get some motors though. I need some 1750s. I need I, I'm I want to make it a freestyle bird.
I hear you.
Yeah. I need some motors to make it a real freestyle bird. It won't be a cruiser. 1750 motors are not for cruising. They're for
No,
like high voltage, you know. You'll see. I flew a little bit this morning. Temperature currently is 104 degrees here. Stop, man, stop.
what happened?
Third eye view, how are you? He says he just flew this morning. The temperature right now currently is 104. That's why you get out in the morning. Hey, show, what's up? Ekarasho.
Hmm. So let
Um,
me ask you this.
yes.
So if I was to like put a piece, like a metal skillet outside in the sun, how long would it take for me to just be able to put some cooking spray on the pan and drop an egg in there and cook
At 104 degrees, you could probably cook it pretty quickly. I'd say. But I did have a great time down in Florida. I would love to go to the Midwest meetup these
it?
guys are having, but it's right time
When
and
is it?
work is not
When is it?
happening. It's hold on. It's in August. Hold on. I
August
got
what? Let me see.
hold on. I got it right here. August 13th and 14th, that weekend they're having it. I I right now from now to August, I can't just jump on a plane because I don't know if a job comes up to do. I would
Well,
take
that's
them,
not it. That's not it. That's not.
and then there are
It,
certain other issues that may obligate me to be elsewhere for that month, which
I'm
means,
gonna I'm gonna be out of town the week before that.
well, I wanted to let people know that the month of August coming up, I may not be doing a whole lot of flying. I may just barely be doing live streams, which means the month of August, I probably won't come up with any footage because I have other obligations that dictate I be there. And this will be the entire month of August so far, from what I found out.
Mhm,
Um, I'm hoping that I can even get away to do live streams.
mhm.
But
I don't
so
know.
the month of August is may die down for me. You may not see me produce anything or anything like that, or even flying.
It's gonna be worth
What?
Nothing.
Huh?
What happened?
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Nothing.
106, no need for barbecue or propane. At 106, I thought 106 was the optimum temperature. And if it's 104, I'm sure you could take some foil and radiate it back down.
Like how hot?
106, you can cook meat.
Mm,
It'll take a while, and it
mm,
can't be a 1 inch thick steak, but you could cook something. You could probably fry up some ground beef.
really?
B Mac, what's good, man?
Just barely cooking an egg.
Third eye. I was in Killian, an off post trader during the stint of 1980. We were topped off at 110 or more for 3 weeks straight. See, that's just,
You know how hot a cast iron pan gets for you to cook a steak in it?
I'm guessing about 400 degrees. It's supposed to.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you can keep something warm.
You know how hot those heat lamps are on top of your burger and your fries at McDonald's? And
Hey, they got rid of the heat lamps. Now it just comes down to shoot. You know that. You may find something like that in Arby's.
Those lamps are still there. It's
I
just
know. While it slides down the
a little
chute.
quicker.
I know.
Those lamps are still. You just get it a little quicker.
And that was June 1980. What's good, B Mac? How are
They
you?
keep them in the drawer. They keep your burgers and stuff in the drawer. So
Yeah, I know.
when
I
you're ready,
know.
just pull one out.
It's a drawer with holes in it too, so it can breathe.
Well, it's got a steam because when they take it off the grill, it's medium, so it keeps.
So what accounts when they throw your burger in the microwave and then pull it out the drawer and you've seen that.
Really, they do that.
Hey John, how are you calling me and I'm doing a live stream? All right.
Answer.
Hello? I gotta hear this one. How are you calling me and I'm doing a live stream, man?
And he's sitting in the chat.
Why? Someone blocked you? On YouTube? He's saying he cannot post comments on YouTube. Did you try restarting the device?
This is going crazy now.
That's
All right, who blocked John?
no one, because no one's a moderator to do it. No one's a moderator to do it. So that's what's funny about it.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, because that's another reason why we don't have mods. So no one can kick anyone out and stuff like that. But for some reason, JC's flying. I don't know. That's strange.
Tell him to pay his internet.
What happened, Herman?
Tell him to pay his internet.
Oh shit. Herman said put another quarter in it. No, he said pay your internet. He's laughing, Herman. All right, listen, you tried restarting your device. Try shutting your device down for 10 seconds and coming back in. Yeah, shut it down and power it down for 10 seconds. Jim's droning says I block him. But Crypto Man says, JC, I see you. And if I go to the participants list, JC's flying still there. I see Akarasho, BMAC, Crypto, JC. It says you're still there. But try restarting. You might need a cold restart, okay?
What is he using? Okay, let me ask him. Let me ask him a question that. Let me ask him a question that, in a way he'll understand it.
Oh,
what device are you using?
He's okay. He's using a computer, and he says this issue happens every day. So this is
his computer.
It's your computer that's doing it,
right?
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, man. Keep us posted. Let us know what happens.
Tell him to beg
later. Okay. We have diagnostic. Hey, Angie, how are you? As being his computer. So he said he thinks he's going to take his computer and put it in the shop. And I'm like, John was just in a chat. Why is he calling me? But he cannot type in the chat for some reason.
Tell him to plug the keyboard
in. He said plug the keyboard in. All right. Well, anyway, this next story, JC flying. See, I'll shoot the computer. Now he can type. See, you got to keep a roll of quarters, John. Buy the computer. I bet it's Apple. I bet it's a fucking Apple. What kind of computer you got, John? Don't. And if you tell me it's Apple, you'll never hear the end of it. But I bet it's Apple. You got to keep a roll of quarters by your iPhone, your computer, anything. When my son contacts me, Herman, because he has an iPhone, and you know he gets bad reception on it or whatever from wherever he is, and I tell him, he says, "Yo, I'm sorry about that." I said, "I understand. You had to break open that roll of quarters and start putting them in your phone." But anyway, getting to this, you guys, do you guys are you guys familiar with Kimbal Musk? If you're not,
That's not a cologne, is it?
stop. Kimbal Musk is Elon Musk's brother, if you didn't know. Okay. And they recently, Kimbal Musk, who also has stock in SpaceX and Tesla, has created a company called Nova Sky Stories. Now, what Nova Sky Stories is, he basically went out and acquired 9,000 drones from Intel to form a new drone light show company.
Right. Well,
Now, I want you to go into, Herman, why what you had mentioned to me earlier
well, it
after I
sounds like
read a
he's
little.
doing a drone light show monopoly because Intel was very big at doing these.
Yes, we're around the world. In
And now
fact,
he's got the drones from Intel to do this.
yes.
And he's forming his own company that's going to do these shows. And he wants to do them, I guess, around the world. And he's looking for digital designers and, that, can put their digital artwork together with the software and the hardware that he has and create these drone light shows all over the world. Like I said, Intel was very big at that, and I would kind of wish Steven was here because Steven worked with them a lot on the shows that he was doing, and he was a drone company that was doing the Intel shows.
Right, doing
Now
right.
Intel has I guess sold, I don't know, I guess they sold him these drones. Was it 9,000 drones they sold him, I believe?
Yes, the number of drones that he sold
Gonna
were 9,000, but the
gonna
story
do
goes on to say further down also that Intel will no longer have a drone light show department.
exactly because
He just brought them out.
just brought out all the drones. So now, if you're not coming with your own drone light company, then you won't be doing drone light shows.
It's John, stop starting stuff. Hey, let's call Lawrence and Herman one at a time. Yeah, okay. I have one thing that works for all of that.
Yeah,
Decline.
and turn the power button, turn it
Yeah,
off.
decline, or turn a
Yeah,
silent.
decline sounds good. Come on, John, call so we can decline your call.
We sent 20 toy drones in the air, covering them with gas and ignite them to
Oh,
see what a light show. Well, anyway, it's
really?
interesting. It's interesting because this company,
Mhm.
Nova Sky Stories, they're already doing light shows. Are you familiar with the Burning Man out in the Midwest that they have, Herman? They have this, it's sort of like the motorcycle meetup, like the Regis motorcycle meetup, except this is called the Burning Man.
Yeah, they did a thing out there.
Right. Well, the this I can't think of the fucking name. Nova Sky Stories did the light show
Yeah,
for the Burning Man the first year that COVID was starting to decline because they had to cancel those events. And I actually have footage here of their light show. I must say Intel's got it going on with them with those drones, but I'm seeing other companies out there also that
yeah,
do it.
they're doing something
Now,
smaller.
I had wanted to play the sound for this, but it goes on. This is the Burning Man that they created with the drones, and after he rotates a couple of times, they actually make it look like he's on fire, and then he comes crumbling down, and they end the light show. Um, I'll fast forward a little. This was supposed to emulate him being caught on fire, and I will set it up so you guys can watch it. If you listen, they have giant speakers and everything, and they're actually telling a story while this is going on. But
Yep.
it comes down to this point, and I thought they were going to do something spectacular, but come to find out, this is the landing procedure of these drones. They all go to designated spots and they line up,
Hmm.
in the same position that they launch in.
Right.
So if you've never watched how a drone light show, how the show ends, this video shows it. I will share the link. Highly suggest watching it, but they all actually do squeeze together. Now, while this is going on, the narrator's still talking and still telling part of the story of why they have the Burning Man and all of that. And then they begin the landing process of all of these
Mhm.
drones. But Sky Nova Solutions, the company, let me get the link to share this.
I only
I
got one problem with that.
what?
I got one problem.
What's that?
That man had his hands up. He was surrendering. There was no reason for you to burn him. Set him on fire.
You know what? It, it's funny because the actual Burning Man does have his hands up like that.
He surrendered.
The Burning Man sounds like a badass case of crabs.
No,
Here,
not
here they go.
crabs.
It's more. Yeah, it's
Not crabs. You can wash those off.
it's a little more than crabs.
Burning, can't wash that off either way.
Yeah. You definitely can't. Yeah, you can't wash off a burn. That's for sure. But anyway, Elon Musk's brother, Kimbal Musk, has just plain out brought the Intel drone light show system and everything, all their drones and everything. And the story goes on to say that we're not going to say that this is finalized, but
Let's hope.
hold on. Let me see if I can find that part so I can recite it carefully to make sure. Um, Forte Insulation, Dutch artist. Oh, of course, Musk goes on to say, I'm proud of Nova Sky Stories, a reality. They were so happy and ecstatic to do that Burning Man show that now they want to travel around the world doing light shows. So remember, Herman, we were saying the 4th of July will eventually get to the
Mhm.
point where there will be no more fireworks
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
and
uh-huh,
only the poor people will be using fireworks.
uh-huh. Well, it'll be them.
I know. I'm joking with by saying the
No, I'm
poor.
just saying. No, it'll be them doing the drone light shows.
But he's actually taking on software teams, allowing artists all over the world to create stories for him. And it sounds like he's creating a monopoly. What's good?
Well,
It
yeah,
sounds like you said, he's
because
creating
with
a monopoly.
Intel would
What
do
happened?
get drone companies to do the light shows, for them. Now he's bought their whole light show vision out, so then no more for them. So
And
him,
and the story also goes on to say some former Intel employees are also joining Musk's team.
of course they are.
So I'm sure there's a nice incentive to
Well, they
go
need
on
a job.
over.
It's
Your
called
job is
the
right. Your drone department was
incentive is
just
called roof overhead, food in mouth.
Jim's droning was saying, why not holograms? Well, see, the problem with holograms are you need very strong lights to project into certain areas, and anything looking down at those lights would you could probably signal another planet and try. If you've ever seen how holograms are created, you have light shining from all directions to create that shape. Hey, Wayne B, what's good? So it I and plus it's more fun with drones, Jim. How was the day?
Is it?
Oh,
How you know if you never
all
been
right,
there?
I'll talk with you. What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, wait a minute. You might as well take a drop in the shot.
Mm-mm.
I hope he knows how to use the force for legal defense. Yeah, right? Could you imagine? All right. Well, anyway, welcome to Sunday Nights with those guys. So now I expect,
Yeah.
I expect to hear a
Uh-huh.
lot about Nova Sky Stories. I actually went to their website and I was disappointed because I thought being Elon Musk's brother,
Uh-huh.
I went to their, this is their website right here. I'm not happy with it
Oh,
because dude, your brother's one of the richest people in the world. You have a Twitter and an Instagram. Nova Sky Stories will bring the art to you. It's just this one page, get in touch. And then it shows they want you to, of course, create an account, an email. They want to know are you an artist, producer, client, or other company name, locations, your website, your Twitter, your Instagram. So basically, and Jody and I were actually trying to contact some drone companies to see what they would charge. There was one company out there that said they start with as little as 10 drones,
who?
light shows,
No, who was looking for this?
drone shots. Jody, drone shots, and
Oh,
I think
okay.
we were, if not him, someone, there was someone else in the chat.
Guys,
I wanted to know how much it costs to start their own light show business. And in doing research, Zephyr and another company, no, that's 3D mapping. I'm getting my software confused, but there was one company that
mhm,
offered starting with a package at a minimum of 10 drones, and you
mhm.
could always add on to it and add on and stuff like that. But
Drones.
yeah, I'm like, what can you design with 10 drones? A square?
The burning hand.
The burning finger?
The burning hand.
Right? Could you imagine the burning? Yeah, probably could. You could do the fingers. That
10
would be
drones.
that'd be funny. You could draw a hand and make it go like this. All right, light show's over. Everybody go home. Could you imagine? Aliens peacefully flying. But anyway, check out this video. Oh shit. I got rid of it. Hold on.
A video.
The
The burning hand? I mean,
the
or the
burning no, the Burning Man video, dude. Here it is. Hold on. Share, copy link. There we go.
10 drones.
Check out the video with sound. I'm gonna tell you right now, I was
You didn't
very,
spell
very
nobody's name with that.
Herman, I was very disappointed because it was a 9 minute light show, right? And what I
Uh,
mean by disappointed, I'm going to show you all they showed for
well, I'll be
five
honest with you.
for 5 of those 9 minutes.
Mhm,
Hold on.
mhm.
This is all they showed for 5 of those 9 minutes. Just the drone swirling and swimming around, and
Well, honestly, and I'll totally,
5 minutes of this was
no,
crazy.
but follow what I'm saying to you. You see, you know, everybody is looking for a replacement for something, a replacement for this, a replacement for that.
Hmm.
There's certain things that just have a hard time being replaced.
Yeah,
People try to go to the e-cigarettes for cigarettes, replacing cigarettes and
yeah,
stuff like that. And I really believe that the whole idea of the cigarette and why people will have a hard time with the transformation is because of the heat that's actually involved in the flame of the cigarette. But that's neither here nor there. The whole thing with the drone replacing fireworks, in theory, it sounds great. But until you get the designs and the software and stuff to meet the same expectation, because there's no
yeah,
sound, because we're going
yeah.
to eliminate
No,
this.
no, this show had sound.
No. And I'm talking about
Oh,
eliminating the
oh,
sound.
oh,
I'm talking
oh.
about the explosion.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The way
yeah.
these things pop and burst, until you start doing that with
Yeah.
drones, then the show is totally different.
It is.
You're just creating one image moving into another image. You understand what I'm saying? To these drones don't
Yes,
move in
definitely.
that speed to create those same bursts of light and changing of lights and forming different things, and bursts and of color and stuff. They just don't. They're not there yet. So
This is true.
it'll always be something. It'll be different until the culture changes the attitude of what you actually showed up there to see.
Right. Hold on a second. Nova Sky And I went to look them up on it's Nova Sky what? Nova Sky Stories,
Who?
right? I looked them up on YouTube, and I was like, all right,
Nothing.
your brother's the second richest guy in the world, and 2 weeks ago you put out a video that did this. Hold on. I'm not saying anything bad, but I'm like,
What do you got?
dude,
Views?
you just brought one of the largest drone light show companies in the world, and this is what you did in 2 weeks. Two
What?
weeks ago. You'll see, it's coming up now. Okay, watching. It's blinked.
Hmm.
Show's over.
Man, CBS did that a long time ago.
Right, with the blue eye, right? You're funny. He said
No,
CBS. Yeah, yeah, they did.
CBS did that a long time ago.
Disney has staff scour the Magic Kingdom after fireworks to make sure there are no fires. I wonder if they will ever use drones instead. That would be a great idea because you could cover a larger area and use thermal to do so.
What?
And Crypto Man was saying Disney has staff scour the Magic Kingdom after the fireworks. You've seen the fireworks. I was there. I've seen the fireworks display where they
Right.
have Tinkerbell fly across the park on a
Now
cable and
she's
all of
got to
that.
go search to see if there's anything
Right.
burnt.
He's saying that they have to search to see if there are any fires started from the
Mhm.
fireworks because you got to keep in mind they do this fireworks show every night. And on Friday nights, I think, or Saturday nights, which is a special night, they do an even larger one. So I could see them not wanting to burn their park down. What's JC talking about? It burns the pretty colors. I just don't know. Anyway,
Just wet the place
Skyfire.
down.
Skyfire Consulting is the
You heard me?
company that what happened?
Just wet the place down.
Yeah, that would be smart. Turn the sprinklers on. They do it elsewhere. But Skyfire Consulting. Those of you who are not familiar with Skyfire was the first company to assist the Chula Vista Police Department with
Mhm.
their drones first responder program. In fact, they were the first police department in the United States, the Chula Vista Police Department, to
Really?
use Skyfire. Yes, they were. They were actually the first police department to be set up as a model to show other police departments that you could incorporate a drone response team. Now there were three issues that well, there's more than three issues, but these drone response teams, the purpose of them is to be able to send out a drone and assess the situation while police or emergency equipment is on its way there.
Hmm.
And according to this story, Skyfire has helped three more police departments across the United States: Collier County, Florida, Brookhaven. Oh, wait a minute. Collier County, Florida, or in Florida, Brookhaven, Georgia, and Elizabeth, New Jersey. These police departments now have a DFR program,
Hmm.
which means they will be deploying whenever there's a 911 call and it's within a reasonable distance. They have BV LOS, beyond visual line of sight, certification to fly and assess these issues.
Hmm.
Um, the good thing about it is the Chula Vista Police Department has shown everyone how to do it. And this is what they say. While officers travel to the scene, a drone can provide key data on what's happening there. The information can help. This is the information that can help officers prepare a plan, prepare a plan of action, including triaging medical care for those injured, identify and track fleeing suspects before they can escape or hide. You can avoid being ambushed, which we've seen happen to police officers, firemen, etc. Generally knowing what they're walking into, all shots are shots being fired, who's involved, is there a situation that calls for a de-escalation, is there more backup, will there need to be a pursuit, and also determine whether an officer is needed at all.
Okay.
Now, according to them, at the because the Chula Vista Police Department started doing this way back when, they have had 4,000 drone um, response calls, which deployed over. Let me just read it. At the Chula Vista Police Department, in over 4,000 DF calls, for which it has deployed over 1,000 of them, or 25% of the total calls made, did not require a police officer to be dispatched to that area.
Well, actually, it didn't need the drone to be dispatched to that area.
Well, okay, I read that wrong.
They only dispatched about 25% of the calls. The 25% of the time.
Okay, I misunderstood that. But this is, wait a minute, I didn't even hit share. I'm talking about this is. Keep going, I'm going to show video.
The thing is, what this is here, now, you know, the whole idea of the drone, you know, emergency response team is to, you know, for basically really is your situation awareness, you know, your response time to an area. You know, you mentioned that before, like having eyes on the ground that, you know, can see what's happening on the ground.
Right.
Get out there quicker than, you know, than a helicopter can be dispatched.
Exactly.
The helicopter is not always necessary in certain situations. Whereas that, you know, they can put this drone up. And what makes it so, what this story I like, you know, the things about talking about these type of things with first responders and being able to do this. Most of these flights, and we fly drones ourselves, and I say this, and guys say all the time about being able to see the drone in certain places.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't. You just know exactly where the area
right.
where the drone
like
is.
This story I'm showing here, this guy tried to steal a motorcycle. The guy who's chasing him in the white car is the owner. And first of all, he could have gotten a lot of trouble because he's trying to hit dude with the motorcycle, and he actually nudges the motorcycle here. But all of this will be shown in court. Now the police arrive and so on. But it goes to show that the Chula Vista Police Department, this gentleman was a suspect right here in the red shirt. The crime happened. Here's a police car, and he takes off. Now this drone was already here assessing the situation and able to watch this guy run. I don't know who this cameraman is, but he was making me nauseous. But it goes to show that it does work to an extent. Right, Herman?
It's edited footage.
Of course it is. Of course it is. But he goes and he hides in here again. Now here's a police car. They tell the police car to sit here, up here. They were able to catch him, to make a long story short. But the fact that more and more police departments are actually trying to get their beyond visual line of sight certificate so they could initiate drones, first responders, I think it'll work. I think it would work. I understand if it was your bike, you'd run him over, but then the problem goes, see, he was cool until he ran the guy over. Millions affected in businesses. The foot must have slipped. Oh, I'm just looking. But what do you think? I mean, it's happening more and more. The local precincts out here where I live, I know they use drones now on the 4th of July, and they direct police officers to the guys, and the police pull right up. I watched about 3 years ago, post COVID, the drone. I was shooting the fireworks, and I saw a drone come up from the police department, and it hovered above these guys that were launching mortars into the air, and The police car pulled up, everyone leaned against the car, and then you see the police officer go point to the car right there, tell one of the guys to go to the car right there and open the trunk, and they had all the fireworks in the trunk. So it does work. I'm saying, you're still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Well, that's it for there. I mean, they claim it works, plain and simple. The fact that now you can Chula Vista Police Department, that beyond visual line of sight approval that they need, Skyfire Consulting will help the police department get that certification. That's about it. I'm trying to see what they have and what they're watching there. Oh, hold on. Here, if you want to watch the video in its entirety with sound, there's the link. What's coming up next? We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. All right, the next one. It's the same thing, except this happened. I don't know if this is in the UK or Australia. Herman, do you know?
Your drone knifeman or whatever the hell.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know where that took place.
Where is Folkestown Center? Well, Folkestown.
No.
Because they call the dog PD Blue. And the story that I'm about to talk about.
Serious.
Huh?
I didn't even think it was serious.
Well, the story goes on to say that a knife-wielding man who lunged at a police dog with a zombie knife. Now, they caught it on, they have a picture. I'm just opening it up in a new tab so you guys can see it and I can share it. This knife is a zombie knife. And the fact that they call it a zombie knife, this is a long freaking blade. That's a sword, dude. But this is the police officer's camera. And the story goes on to say that he was talking to this gentleman quite nicely. And then all of a sudden, the gentleman got disturbed or something to that effect. And what do they say? Reese Armstrong, 26. No fixed address, meaning I'm guessing he's homeless or whatever. Was involved in an altercation on the 23rd of March in Endbrook Valley. I need to see where the hell that is. An officer attended the area with PD Blue, which is a police dog Blue, and approached Armstrong about 4:20, blah, blah, blah. They says Armstrong initially spoke to the officer before his mood changed and he stood up and produced a large zombie knife from his hoodie. He became aggressive and moved towards the police dog Blue while shouting, "I'm going to kill your dog."
Wow.
The officer feared for the safety of himself and the police dog, of course, and it goes on to say that he shouted at Armstrong to stop and step back. He swung the knife in the direction of the dog. The blade caught the collar of the dog, but did not injure the dog. That's the photo you have. That's the photo that I showed with the blade around. I'll go through it again. But he left the scene. He ran. He got away. Later on in the town of Folkestone. Yeah, it's in the UK. Okay, yeah. Cool. And they say later on, he was later located in Folkestone Center on the 28th by firearms patrol. I don't know what that talk is in the UK, but he tried again to flee from officers. And this is the video that we have of him trying to flee from the officers.
It's not too far. It's not too far from the last place in the last story.
But here he is right here. And I always wanted to be in Europe to hear the police cars, EU, 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 you know what I'm saying? Just to hear the police sirens. But this is the drone. They actually were chasing him, and they did catch him. But because of the drone, they knew what direction he was in. And I must say, this is much better cameraman than the dude that was doing for the Chula Vista Police Department here in the States, but I guess
Well,
they're
I
using
think,
different birds.
well, what I was speaking on the Chula Vista thing, you have an officer who's on a drone who's trying to gather information and relaying it to dispatch so that the officers on the ground can actually hear it. So he's got to look for landmarks and stuff like that to give information.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. He made a left turn at the Quickie Mart. Yeah, he's running through Wally World. That does make sense.
So it's
But
also east west of such and such, and 2 blocks south of.
right, exactly.
Know
But
exactly what street that is if you're a cop.
and well, it's a little easier to describe these places for officers after you've been doing it for a while. They're saying after being interviewed after he was arrested, Armstrong was immediately recalled to prison for breaching his terms of license. I guess that's breaching your probation, and they gave him 2 years for this.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's what it would be.
So for that punishment and the dog incident, now I'm gonna open up the window again to show you, but the picture actually shows the knife behind the dog collar. I guess this is where the police officer must have jumped and pulled the dog back. But right here, the tip of the blade is between the collar.
The dog leashed.
Huh?
He still had the dog leashed.
Yes, the dog is still leashed. Right. Now,
that's the point where he's supposed to let the dog off the leash so he can actually defend himself.
Right.
Assist the dog in taking this man to the ground.
Exactly. And I agree with you 100%. My thing was, why didn't he give the command and release the leash or taking him off the leash right here, like you said?
Right, because in a situation like that, the dog is more a danger on the leash.
Uh-huh. Yep. And him as a police officer, I understand he was fearing for the dog. And Herman, Tony wants to know if you wore your Those Guys shirt into the DJI store. Do the cops carry guns in the UK? Jerry Franks, I honestly could not tell you.
I don't think so.
Okay, that would make sense.
I'm
and
sure.
more. Well, it looked like a machete, but they call it a zombie knife because it's designed to chop off zombie heads.
Stuff over there, man.
Huh?
A lot of stabbing incidents over there.
Yeah. Well, you see the size of the knife the dude was carrying. But this is the video here. It doesn't actually have any audio. But if you want to watch it in its entirety, there's the link right there.
I'm sure you start looking at some of these stabbing incidents. People change their mind about other things.
But his name is Reese Armstrong, and they put it on the internet for the world to see. Kent Police Department over there in the UK. I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to subscribe to them so they, if they get any more new cool stuff, I can get an alert for it.
Take a guy down who had stabbed some people up.
What happened?
I've seen a cops take a guy down who had stabbed someone.
Okay, understandable. I haven't, but Jerry Franks, that's a good question because now that I think of it, I've never seen people in the police in the United Kingdom with guns.
And I believe
they have the Billy Club. Unless that's Hollywood. Hollywood brainwashes you to think that they walk around with little clubs about 8 inches long, which they don't, but Hollywood will lead you to believe that.
Those things are actually good.
Oh, yeah. You can't stop it from coming at you full speed.
Has a spring in it, right? And it's wrapped in leather and it has a hard ball at the end. And when you pop somebody with it
flexes
and comes back.
It flexes.
Yeah.
So it kind of like double hits you. So you can whack someone with it.
So you hit.
And you get the reverb from it bouncing off of you and coming back again. See, that's crazy. That's crazy. But then you don't hear of as many, and we're not going to get into it and get all political, but you don't hear of mass shootings in places like the UK. You don't
Just
hear of,
stabbings.
yeah, yeah, lots of stabbings. You're right.
Just stabbings.
Oh, he said, yeah, it's a blackjack. What's up, Draymond? How are you, man?
It looks just as bad. It looks just as bad when it's
This
over.
this next story, Draymond, you, JC, and a few of you guys do the 3D mapping thing. Well, get used to the terminology digital twins because Uptelos, the company on digital twins and immersed data visualizations, they're in the news, and what's happening is this particular company, Uptelos, is a visual inspection, data management, AI analytics company. All they specialize is in data, data, data. If you do 3D mapping, a digital twin data specifically, right, Herman?
Well, if you want to make it a specific, I mean, all it is another way of saying a 3D model. Basically, they're just creating 3D models. You know, they're saying that they want to make it industry standard. You know, they claim it's becoming industry standard to have these 3D models. But they're saying that these digital twins are an exact version of the model assessed of the area out in the field in which they've surveyed. So, you know, that's a good thing. I mean, they want to make it something that is industry standard. They're basically working to create a platform that is hell bent on improving this.
Right, right. Now, we need to point out also when 3D mapping started out, the cameras weren't too good. At least the story goes on to say this. And it says that, huh?
That's with everything, even with the story before the last one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it says, but digital twins are because of today's drone cameras and everyone's focusing, this company says that everyone's focusing on drones. They're focusing more on the data that people need in today's world. Everything from oil and gas equipment to telecom towers to wind turbines. People need to know, okay, on this wind turbine, are any of the blades fractured? Or any of the blades have damage to them? Did anything hit them in the wind? All of this stuff now, because of the cameras in today's time, is a lot more accurate. And you can take this 3D model or physical asset or whatever you want to call it and literally look down to the very screw and bolt. It's replacing the old CAD software. Okay. Draymond says it even better.
Right. So I think what was happening with the drone, and we talk about the drones.
Hold on.
The whole idea of trying to go away from how it is actually a camera actually functions.
Right.
Smoke and mirror shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was a lot of smoke and mirror shit that was created in the middle, in between the time of the mechanical shutter to what we're actually using right now. So I think that's where that came in, where that comes in. But as far as the camera is concerned, you still have your best accuracy with mechanical shutter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, not most, but all of the drones that can carry a full size camera or something with the shutter. Those are
most of the drones and what you're talking about. Most of these drones now, like I said, the
Hey, Ray.
technology has has caught up
Right.
in being able to produce the same images.
And when I say detail, it's getting to the point now where not only can you see the rust and stuff, but you can actually see stress cracks. Cameras are so detailed, you can see down to the centimeter with these drone cameras. And now with the optical zooms and thermals and infrared, you can tell if it's leaking heat, if it's leaking cold. There's I guess the technology does have to change, Herman. The terminology also has to change as time goes on.
Technology in what way?
What's that?
When you say the technology, in what way?
Well, as cameras get better, the terminology, the lingo, the talk will also change. Like we didn't have OcuSync. Now everyone's flying OcuSync. Remember we were using Lightbridge back in the day.
But that
And OcuSync 2.
that doesn't make a difference. That doesn't just you're still going to use something to fly with. It doesn't matter what you call it. That's something totally different than a camera. As far as a camera is concerned, your mechanical shutter is still your most accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no lingo or terminology and other thing like that. Like I said,
You're right. And we're talking more accurate than a digital
the
shutter.
other style of how cameras are made and with these digital shutters have become better. They've caught up, and now with the some of the technology and the science that is involved in actual digital imagery, they're able to do these things. But still, if you apply the same digital imagery to the mechanical shutter, you'll still get better imagery. If you look at certain cameras, even with still your mirrorless cameras, they still have those options of using that camera in a mechanical shutter
Right.
and a digital shutter. So and if you check it out and taking a picture, still going to use the mechanical shutter.
The DJI M30 T can read a license plate from 400 feet up and 500 out.
Yeah, it's got a very good camera on it. Like I said, some of the technology has caught up.
Yeah. 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 And it's just going to say that this company is actually focusing on the data to the point where if a person asks anything in detail that they can possibly ask about this 3D image, how far is this distance from this screw to that screw? Because we might have to replace the screw system. They can do it accurately and accurately to the point, yeah, where you can show, you can maybe with the 3D model, you can probably even take with the data, probably, and that's what they use this 3D data for, to actually take an image or something that may use 4 screws and see how it looks with 3 screws, or see how 3 screws work in it. I don't know, but whatever purpose they would be using them for other than inspection. But it's the new version of CAD, as Draymond pointed out. CAD designing. And back in the day, CAD programs took up so much room in your computer. Your computer had to be but so fast. They're saying with this company, Optelos, you can click on an area of the model and get on more information. In fact, they have 3D models above ground for a place like a sewage plant. They use submersible robots to monitor underwater environments. That live stream can be added to the digital twin. So not only, and in answer to what you were saying earlier, Crypto, can you shoot video and use it as a 3D model? Right here, that's answering your question. So you have to pick a 3D model and you have a basement that's flooded with water and you have a submersible in there. That submersible would show you video of everything that's going on in that water there.
Well, depending on the clarity of the water.
True. But that's pretty much it. Bugs FPV, how are you? Night Train, what's good, man? Hope everyone's well. Welcome to Sunday Nights with those guys.
Night Train. Yeah, I was reading this comment.
Oh, okay. But that's where technology's going. It's 6:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is anyone else going live tonight?
Probably. Of course they are.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was just wondering who might be coming on a little later, but I forgot to check.
What do you call it? That other channel went live an hour ago.
Oh, the Unconscionables.
Uh-huh.
That's a TV series, The Unconscionables.
Yeah.
You'd probably get away with it. It's for my sanity, Ray Kelly. Not allowed to do anything.
What happened?
Thank you to all 23 of you who are supporters.
What
Night
happened?
Train, right? Night Train went live last week or sometime this week. I do remember seeing them live.
What happened,
Oh,
Ray Kelly?
I don't know. I think they're at.
It's not. It's what insanity. What are you talking about? Oh no, that was Night Train.
Yeah. Night Train was saying it,
Okay.
but I just wanted to make this announcement again. During the month of August, I will definitely not be doing any drone footage or putting out any videos or anything because of other obligations. And I will just barely be doing live streams that month.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to let you guys know coming up in August, I will be elsewhere doing other things, and it's just taking more presence, and or it's got to be done. I can't be here and there at the same time. Unfortunately, I'm going to try my best. I will do my best. We'll see how it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Because things may change between now and then. But right now, the month of August, as far as drone production and the videos and stuff like that, it's going to be really tight because of my obligations.
Okay.
Bugs FPV, we come on every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Phantom Flight 101's channel, on Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Who? Bugs?
Yeah, Bugs FPV. I was just it was just saying 24/7 live stream. No. First, yes,
No.
that's exactly it, John. There are some other pressing issues that are going on in life right now that dictate I not be on the computer, not be editing any footage, and taking care of what I need to take care of. Still holding a spot here in New York for you, Angie.
What?
Oh, Tony. Tony's telling Angie we're still holding a spot for her here in New York.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me
You
find
leaving
out.
that alone.
But during this time, I will do my best to make sure I get my soundboard back up and running. It's been down too long, Herman. And this stream deck is just sitting here.
So you're going to fix the
I'm going to upgrade from potato to whatever the newest shit is
you're gonna hook
out
it
there.
up the right way?
Huh?
You're gonna hook it up the right way?
I'm going to do my best to hook it up the right way. I had it hooked up right before until they did this stupid conversion. They did an update on Windows 11, which is what I'm running on, and that
So
screwed up everything. So I'm hoping by now that, hey, what's up, Rob? Good morning to you over in Australia, bro. You got like
well,
2
why
minutes
doesn't
left.
it work then?
Huh?
So then why doesn't it work?
After the Windows 11 update, it did something to the sound drivers, which caused it to see the program I was using as a threat and wanting to take control. When Windows 11 wants to control all audio and all video, as opposed to relinquishing that control to like OBS.
So
You understand?
anything else you put in there is going to do the same thing.
It might. That's why I'm hoping that run Mac. See, there's your mistake. No, man, I don't want to keep a roll of quarters by my Mac machine, because that's what you need. A roll of quarters to keep putting in the side, feeding it. I just woke up. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. Don't worry about it, Rob, man. It's not a problem at all.
Oh,
One of these days, I'd like to make it to New York. Angie, you got people inviting you to New York. You know, we would treat you real nice up here. There's a lot of people that would love to fly and take you, show you all of the spots, fly, eat. You know, you can't fly unless you have a full belly. But Herman, it's that time.
what time is it?
It's that time.
Oh,
Yeah, it's definitely that time. JSK, what's good? Don't worry about it. You guys can watch. Whoever came in late, you can watch the replay later on in about an hour. Never put a dime into mine. That's because it's sealed around the edges. It only takes plastic. Anyway, we appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check out Herman on Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back next week, Sunday, God willing. Yeah, Angie, get on up here to New York, girl. And try some of this New York pizza. Real pizza. Anyway, got anything you want to say, Herman?
you know, you're the guy that reads the whole entire cue card and then looks to your co-host and be like, go ahead, say something. Well, you just said everything that there is.
I'm sorry, man. I apologize. It
what do you want me to talk about? That we're gonna be back on Wednesday?
It was the drop in the shot.
Yeah,
See,
okay.
the shot runneth empty.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Sunday
Listen.
night with those guys, yeah, sponsored by
Sunday night, those guys.
Yeah.
Later, guys. We appreciate you all. Yes, Tammy Jean, you guys know Jersey pizza. Okay, you do have some pizza going on in Jersey, but we'll talk about that on another stream. New York pizza.
You know, Jersey pizza is not really a thing. That's just people who moved from Brooklyn.
New York pizza is the best, Ray Kelly, like DJI. That's right. Anyway, you guys have a great evening, all right? Yeah. We appreciate you all. Look forward to seeing you out there on the internet. Be safe, fly safer. And with that,
see you later, guys.
We're out. And we are clear.